As we are aware, we have a multiple method to establish infrastructure for any organization. But today we are going to talk about one of important method that help you to reduce the manpower, and also you can optimize the cost related to the setup that you're planning to establish for your organization. Hey everyone, this is Manjeet Rawat, your online instructor, and today in this class I'm going to guide you everything related to VDI. VDI is a virtual desktop interface. You can say that modern method to utilize the feature of virtualization. Yes, virtualization is a separate part that help us to give us a platform to use single hardware with the multiple virtual machine. But the VDI, you can say that it's a upgraded version of virtualization because it will also provide the same method. But the gap between virtualization and VDI, in case of VDI, we are able to take the access of our virtual machine from multiple users at the same time. Azure Virtual Desktop is one of most usable platform that help us to establish our online VDI setup. But apart from the online, we have a multiple tools are available on premises that we can use to create our own infrastructure for virtual desktop. Let me tell you everything. Let's talk about what are the tools or applications that help us to establish our VDI. So we have a multiple tools like you guys are aware about because this is really popular. I'm talking about VMware, right? So VMware, you know that number of products are available with VMware. Now it's a Broadcom. And second, you can establish your VDI infrastructure by using Citrix. And the third one, we can also establish our VDI infrastructure using Windows Server operating system 2012, 2016, 2019, whatever version of operating system that you are using in server, every server operating system will provide us a dedicated role that help us to establish our RDS remote desktop services, which is also considered as a VDI infrastructure. In our VMware vSphere, what are the tools required? You need to establish ESXi host, then vCenter server must be involved, and one of important tool VMware Horizon. With the help of three different applications, we are able to establish our on-premises VDI infrastructure. How it's look like? If you decided to establish your VDI environment with the help of VMware vSphere, so you must need to establish one ESXi host. Then your ESXi host must be connected with vCenter server, and over a vCenter server you should install or configure VMware Horizon, right? VMware Horizon. VMware Horizon tool can provide us a platform to create our VDI environment, means the virtual machine that you are going to create with the help of your ESXi, number of users will get the access of your virtual machine at the same time. User 1, user 2 and user 3. All the users are able to get the access of your single virtual machine at the same time with different desktop, with different profile data for user 1, for user 2, for user 3. But these all the setup require a hardware, means you need to purchase one dedicated hardware, high configuration based hardware machine, then purchase the license, you need to pay for the license, and the another important thing that you are the owner of both hardware and software, so need more maintenance and required troubleshooting by self, take care of the hardware, take care of the cooling and power supply and internet or local internet network, that everything managed by us. That is the reason nowadays in 2025 and 2026, most of the organization planning to move their VDI infrastructure from on-premises, from Horizon, from Citrix, from Zen Server to Microsoft Azure. Because the Microsoft Azure is a modern platform that provides us a space to establish our own virtual desktop interface with the help of AVD, Azure Virtual Desktop. No need to purchase any high configuration based hardware, means no need to set up our on-premises infrastructure. You just need to purchase one subscription, and with the help of subscription we are able to establish our own VDI environment over Azure portal. Let me show you how it's look like, right? I hope everyone okay with the concept of VDI, means why VDI come into the picture, what types of tasks we can manage with the help of VDI, the gap, different types of applications that help us to establish our virtual desktop interface. This is Azure portal, and you know that over Azure portal, number of services, more than 10,000 services are available. But here we are going to talk about only and only Azure Virtual Desktop, because the Azure Virtual Desktop is a upgraded version or modern method to establish our VDI environment. So number of services are available. I'm just going to search AVD, and it will provide us a one service with name of Azure Virtual Desktop. Just need to click on Azure Virtual Desktop. Lots of components are involved in Azure Virtual Desktop. The first and important part, pool. You should create a host pool. Host pool is divided into two different parts. You can create dedicated host pool. You can create a shared host pool. No need to use hardware. The Active Directory server that you establish on on-premises connect with Microsoft Interconnect by using Interconnect tool and synchronize all the users from on-premises AD to Microsoft 360 Microsoft Intra Admin Center. With the help of same user, we are able to get the access of virtual machines that you are going to establish on your AVD host pool. For every IT professionals, if you really want to perform a big task, you are passionate about to learn a new technology, and the VDI is a very interested technology, means like that you have lots of things to perform, right? Like in case of Azure Virtual Desktop, lots of services you need to create, lots of services you need to integrate to each other to get result. Like if I'm going to give you one example, client requested, can you please create a 20 virtual machine for 50 users using Azure Virtual Desktop? Can you please share me the prerequisite? So for this particular task, you need to create your own virtual network. I'm talking about VNet, create your own subnet, configure your on-premises or Azure Active Directory, connect with Microsoft Intra Admin Center, synchronize all users to Microsoft Interconnect, and then use Active Directory to create your host pool, because we cannot set up our host pool without Active Directory services. Either you can go with Microsoft Intra ID, or you can configure your Azure Virtual Desktop host pool with the help of on-premises domain. It looks like this, right? This is my subscription detail, and let me select the subscription. What we can say that resource group. So you can select any resource group that we have. Multiple resource group are available. Select resource group, select location, and this is the type of host pool that categorized into different parts as we discussed. Personal, also considered as a dedicated, and pooled in the sense like kind of shared, right? Number of virtual machines we can establish, and for one virtual machine we can assign multiple users to take the RDP. This is very basic video that I am going to create. As soon as possible, I'm going to create a full complete premium quality content based course for Azure Virtual Desktop that will definitely help you to clear the examination of AZ140. This is the course code of Azure Virtual Desktop, and I would recommend every IT professionals try to learn about Azure Virtual Desktop, because that will definitely helpful to handle large infrastructure with the help of virtualization and VDI infrastructure. That's it, guys. This is basic information that I'm trying to share with you. Do subscribe here on Teach Me Cloud YouTube channel. We are going to connect soon to discuss more about Azure Virtual Desktop. Take care. Bye-bye.